What's going on YouTube? I'm Darkjack, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use Sony Vegas to edit your videos for uploading them to YouTube. So here I'm going to show you all the things that I wanted to know when I first started making videos that I do know now. So the first thing you want to do is open up your video, then you want to right click on the video and go to Properties, as I'll show you here. Then what you want to do is you want to check the box that says Maintain Aspect Ratio and then click on Disable Resample. Then after you've done that, you want to go to Event Pan Crop. Then you want to change the width and the height. You want to change the width to 1269 and the height to 713.8. This gets rid of the black lines in the video. I already have those as my saved presets, so after you do it, you want to then save it as yours. Then I go to Sharpen, which is in Video Effects, and then I left click and drag and drop, and I have mine as 0.5 Sharpen, and that increases the textures. Then you can do color correction, so I go to color correction secondary, and I add my own color correction. You can see it here, and I've increased the color correction secondary and the saturation to 1.164 for both of them, and I'll put a link at the bottom to show you all the settings that I use if you don't catch them in this video. Then you can add brightness and contrast as well to the videos, but each video is different, so you have to experiment around because the same settings don't work for every map in the game that you're playing. Each video requires its own settings, so you have to experiment with brightness and contrast as well as the color correction, but I'll give you down below some basic ones. And you don't want to add too much color correction, because if you add too much, then it's going to make the video look bad. And so to delete something that you've added, you just click on the button right there. It has a red X on it, but it's not but you don't want to click on the one that's just the red X, because that will delete your preset. Then what you want to do is you want to go to Project Video Properties and make sure the rendering setting is on the best. So I just did it there. You want to make sure that everything is on the highest quality. And then now what I'm going to show you is that if you want to split a clip, you click on it, then you hit the S key, and by hitting S, you split the video. So this way you can cut up a video, you can delete portions that you don't want. So you can press S twice to isolate a clip you don't want. Then you can right click to delete it. Then you can drag the two portions that you want to keep together. And then once you've done that, now what I'm going to show you is that you can decrease the volume of the video by left clicking on this bar, then dragging it down. For doing audio, what I do is I decrease it to negative 18.2 decibels. That way the audio in the video does not drown out my voice. So I decrease that. Then to record my audio, I go to Audacity, and I record the audio in Audacity because it has more effects than Sony Vegas. Then I click on Effects, and then I go to Compressor, and then I hit OK. That increases the quality of the audio. Then I click on File, and then I go to Export, and I export it, and this converts it to an MP3 file that Sony Vegas can read. So after that, I go back to Sony Vegas, and I'm going to open up the audio file under Music. So I'll open up the audio, which is my voice commentary. And after I've opened it, then on the left you can adjust the volume of your voice. And you have to experiment and try it out on your own, because you'll probably be using a different mic than I am. I'm using a Blue Yeti mic, which is a pretty good microphone. And then what I'm going to show you here is how to fast forward clips. You hold down the control button, then you left click, and you can drag it out, and that slows it down. So I'll show you here. It has been slowed down, so now it's in slow motion. And then to stop that, you can just hit the control button and you can drag it forward or backwards, and then you can press play, and now it's sped up and it's in fast forward. So you could use that to fast forward a part of a video, but I prefer just to cut stuff out just by splitting it and then deleting. So that's the basics of Sony Vegas. And then right here, what I'm showing is that you can do fade. If you left click at the top right corner of the video, and you can then drag that to make a fading out effect. And then if you want to go back to where you were previously, if you made a mistake, you can just go up to the top and left click the backwards button. Now once you've done editing the video, you can render it. You want to go to Custom, and you can change the bitrate to 13.5 million. That's the highest bitrate that can be rendered using an HD PVR. But normally I record at 9 and I render at 9 million. so the file sizes are not that large. Then make sure the rendering settings are on best, so click on Project, and I render it as an MP4 video, and I usually record it as an MP4 using my PVR, because it seems that YouTube handles MP4s better than other types. And then right here, this is a Word document that summarizes all the things that I've said and all the numbers, and I'll put these in the description as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you later.